Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lux for Pilates YouTube page. I am Lexi and today we have a 30-minute Pilates ring workout, so let's get started. You can just set the ring off to the side and let's just come into a little crisscross position. We're going to get started with some shoulder rolls towards the back, so begin to roll those shoulders, make them nice and big, exaggerating, warming up that upper body, loosening up through the shoulders, loosening up through the neck. And then let's take those shoulder rolls forward. Again, big and exaggerated circles with those arms. A couple more towards the back. And on this next one, you can drop the shoulders down the back, bring your head off to one side, and then start to take head circles in one direction. Take 3 more circles in this direction. And on this next one, reverse. You're going to bring that head back center. On this next one, we'll take some seated cat-cows. Inhale through the nose, draw that belly forward, arch to the back. Exhale through the mouth, round through that back until the arms are straight. Inhale through the nose, round the belly forward, arch to the back. Exhale through the mouth, round the back until the arms are straight. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, warming up that spine. Two more. Exhale through the mouth. Last one. Inhale with the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And then meet me back with a neutral spine sitting. And we're going to bring your right foot on top of the left knee. Take some circles with the ankle. And then switch directions. And then begin to rock those legs back and forth, opening up through the hips. And then bring the legs back center, switch it out. Left foot goes on top of the right knee. Circle out through the ankle. And then switch directions. And then shift those legs back and forth, opening up the left hip. And then bring it back center. And we're going to come to a tabletop position, and then you're going to flip those hands around. You can do one at a time depending on your mobility, but if you can, do 2 at a time, and then just rock forward and back, bringing those glutes closer to the heels, warming up our wrists. Three more. And we're going to meet back in that tabletop position. On this next one, hold it forward in that tabletop position. Flip the hands around. Make sure that your wrists are right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath those hips. Tuck your toes under. We're going to begin taking some hovers. We're going to hover the knees a couple inches off the mat, hold for 3 seconds, and then set the knees back down. Exhale, lift it up, and then set them back down. Inhale as the knees touch the mat. Exhale as you lift back up. Make sure you're not arching through that back. We have a hover hold in 3, 2, on 1. Just hold in that hover. Press the mat away. Make sure you're not sinking down into the shoulders. We pike the hips back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pike the hips back. Pedal out through the heels. Dropping one heel down and then the other, stretching the calves and the hamstrings. And then you can drop both heels and lift them up at the same time, taking some calf raises. And then we're going to gonna drop the heels down to the mat, and we're gonna roll it forward back into a full plank position, shoulders over the wrists, and then pike it back. Exhale, roll it forward. Inhale, pike those hips back. Pike to plank. Beginning to warm up the body, firing up that core. Continue to press away from the mat so you don't sink down into those shoulders. Now we're gonna add in a toe tap in 3, 2, on 1. Bring the left hand to the right foot, bring it back to the plank, right hand to the left foot, and then bring it back to the plank. Keep flowing through this. We hold it in that plank in 3, 2, on your next one, hold in that plank. Just hold for 10 seconds before we drop the knees down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the knees down. Come into a child's pose. Bring those arms along in front of you. Sink the glutes as far as you can into those heels. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And rock it forward. All right, let's get started with our core circuit. We're gonna bring the ring in between the thighs. So let me actually turn forward just so you can see this for a moment. You're gonna bring it a couple inches below those knees, or above the knees, however you wanna look at it. And then make sure that they're even on each side. Find a little squeeze. And then you're gonna come down onto your back. Now bring the legs to tabletop position. You wanna try to bring those shins parallel to the mat. And then find a nice squeeze on that ring. You'll feel your inner thighs activate right away. Bring the hands behind the head, elbows wide. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, curl it up. Inhale, set the head back down. Inhale, back down. Exhale, curl up. Now make sure that you're not just sitting there with the ring between your legs, keeping that exact circle. You want to find an oval shape, which means that you're squeezing your knees into each other. We're going to hold the head up in 3, 2, on 1, hold the head up. Bring the toes down to the mat, toe tap, and then lift the legs back up to 90. Bring them down to the mat, and lift it back up. Inhale, drop. Exhale, bring it back up. Keep finding that squeeze on the ring, pointing through the toes, elbows wide, they're not here, out here. Hold the legs at 90 in 3, 2, on 1, hold your legs at 90, just squeeze into the ring. Little pulses, hold that head curl, gazing at the core, breathe through it. You're gonna take out that pulse in 3, 2, on 1, keep the legs at 90, head stays up, bring the legs out to a 45-degree angle, squeeze the ring, and then bring the legs back to 90. Exhale as the legs go long, inhale as they come back in. Bring it back in. Try to find a nice tight squeeze on the ring. Exhale, legs go long, taking the bend out of the knees. Bring the legs back to 90 in 3, 2, 1. Back to 90, just squeeze on that ring again. Make sure that low back is pressed into the mat. We drop the legs down in 3, 2, 1. You can take the ring out. Bring your feet to the mat. Just take little windshield wipers with those legs. I know that was a core burner, but I know our inner thighs are feeling it for sure with that ring. All right. Now you're gonna grab your ring again. We're gonna get into the series of 5 with the ring. So you're gonna bring your right leg up to tabletop, shin parallel with the mat. Bring the ring right to the knee of the right leg, and then press your right hand into the ring. Curl the head and chest off the mat. Bring the left hand behind the head. Bring the left leg to meet. Inhale, exhale, extend the leg long. Inhale, bring it back in. And in. Make sure you're really squeezing on that ring. Not just placing your hand on there. Find a squeeze. You're gonna hold that leg long in 3, 2, 1. Hold it long, just pulse into the ring. Pulse, pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees into the chest. Ring can come on top of the shins. Just rock back and forth. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So bring that left leg to tabletop this time. Ring comes to the right, the left knee. Left hand presses into the ring. Curl the head and chest off the mat. Right hand behind the head. Bring the right leg to meet. Make sure the shins are parallel with the mat. Inhale to the nose. Exhale, extend the right leg long. Inhale, bring it back in. Find that squeeze on the ring with that left hand. Taking the bend fully out of the knee, pointing to the toes. Keeping that head and chest curled up. Right elbow is wide. You're gonna hold the leg out long in 3, 2, 1. Now just pulse into the ring with your left hand. Little pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees into the chest. Ring on top of the shins. Just rock back and forth. Take little circles with those knees. Releasing the low back. All right. Keeping the ring on top of the shins. Curl the head and chest back off the mat. Point through the toes. Maintain this head curl in this position the entire time. Make sure you're gazing at your core. Inhale to the nose. Exhale to the mouth. Extend your arms and legs long in opposite directions. And then inhale, bring everything back in. Ring comes back over the shins. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bring it back in. Now actively find that squeeze on the ring as you extend and bring it back in. Breathe through it. Three, 2, on 1. Bring everything in. Set the head down. Take those little circles with the knees again. All right, now we're gonna bring the ring up overhead. Find a nice squeeze on the ring. So don't just have your hands resting, actually squeeze the ring. Feel the upper body activate. Bring the legs up to the ceiling. Inhale to the nose. Exhale, find a nice curl up. Again, your head is staying at this exact point the entire time. You're gonna bring your right leg down, meet the left, and then bring the left leg down. You're gazing at your core the entire time. A way to modify this is just to set that head down. A way to progress this is to take this to a full scissor kick. So you're dropping the legs at the same time instead of having them meet in the center. Take whatever your body needs today. We're here for 10. We hold the legs high in 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Hold the legs high, bring them together. Bring those heels together, toes apart. Inhale, drop the legs down to 45. Exhale, lift them back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. A way to modify is just to put that head down, just like this. But keep those arms up. But if you can, maintain that head curl. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 3, 2. On this next one, bring the knees into the chest, set the head down, rock back and forth. All right, you're gonna set the Pilates ring to the side for a moment, and we're just gonna take crisscross out the ring. So keep your knees into your chest, bring your hands behind your head, elbows stay wide, inhale through the nose, exhale, curl it up, facing up the core, pointing through the toes, extend the left leg to a 45-degree angle, and then cross that left elbow over to that right knee, and then switch, switch, switch. Breathe through it, don't hold your breath. Last movement of this core circuit before we get into glutes. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees into the chest. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And then begin to rock it forward and back until you come to a seated position. All right, we're gonna grab that Pilates ring. Just bring it to the front of the mat for now in reaching distance. And we're gonna come to a tabletop position. So you're gonna bring your shoulders right over those wrists, hips right over those knees. Now make sure your right hand stays exactly where it is, right stacked over, shoulders stacked right over the wrist. And then with that left hand, you're gonna extend your arm long and find a little tension on that ring. This will create a little bit of an extra stability challenge as we work the legs. So you're gonna bring your right leg in and then extend it long behind you. Bring it in and out, point through the toes, take the bend out of the knee. Now make sure you're actively squeezing on the ring the entire time. In and out. Take the arch out of that back, find that little pelvic tuck. Exhale as the leg goes long. Inhale as it comes back in. You're gonna hold the leg behind you in 3, 2, hold behind you on 1, lower the leg, and then lift it back up. Lower down, just tapping the toes on the mat, and then lift back up to the highest point. Again, with this one, make sure you find that tuck, you're not arching through that back. Keep that squeeze on the ring with that left hand. Hold that leg up high in 3, 2, on 1, hold it up high, rainbow your leg over to the left, and then rainbow it over to the right. You'll feel your core engage here as you're working with that balance with the ring. So try to just keep your hips square. Bring it over to the left, and then over to the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, just hold that leg up in the center, pulse it up. Little pulses, breathe through it, we're almost done. We switch legs after this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, set the leg down. You can drop that ring, press it back into the heels, find a little rotation with those wrists. I know when you're holding the ring, it puts a little bit more tension on the hand that's on the mat. So just roll the wrists out in each direction, and then we'll get started on the other side. So again, first making sure when you're in this tabletop position, that your shoulders are over the wrists, left hand stays exactly where it is, and then bring that right hand out, all the way extended, and then find that push on the ring. Now you're gonna make sure that left leg comes in a little bit, and then we extend it all the way long behind us. Inhale as you bring the knee in. Exhale as you extend the leg long. Squeeze through the glute, point through the toe, take the bend out of the knees. Keep that head down so you're not straining. Make sure it's in line with the spine. Take any arch you have out of that back as best as you can. Exhale, leg goes long. Inhale, bring it in. You're gonna hold that leg long behind you in 3, 2, on 1. Hold it here, lower the toe to the mat, lift it back up to the highest point. Trying to keep that left leg as straight as possible. Double check to make sure that your shoulder is still right over those wrists. Press down onto that ring to give you that extra stability and core challenge. Exhale, lift the leg back up. Inhale, bring it back down. Y'all are killing it, stay in it. We have 2 more moves on this side. Hold the leg up at the highest point. Now rainbow the leg over to the right, and then rainbow it over to the left. Just tapping the toe down. Find that stability through the core. Squeeze on that ring even harder to make it more challenging. Don't dump over into that right side. Keep everything squared off to the front. You're gonna hold the leg long behind you in 3, 2, on 1, hold it center. Now pulse it up, little pulses with that leg. Keep the bend out of the knee, winching through the toe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop it down. Again, just let go of that ring, press it back, roll out through those wrists. All right, now I'm gonna face forward so it's a little bit easier to see. I'll actually show it for both sides because I don't know which side would be more helpful. So you're gonna draw the shoulders down the back, bring the ring in front of the chest. This will help you keep your body upright. You wanna make sure everything is in one long line and you're engaging your core. So take the arch out of the back. If you feel yourself arching here, find that little tuck and then squeeze into that ring. Now you're gonna find a hinge back, keeping everything in line. You'll feel your quads engaged and then bring it back forward. Hinge it back. Bring it forward. I'll show you from the side as well. If you feel yourself arching, find that tuck. Squeeze the ring, hinge, everything's in line, and then bring it forward. Great job, keep flowing through that. You're gonna hold it in that hinge in 3, 2, on 1, hold it in that hinge. Option to extend the arms long in front of you and to find that squeeze on the ring. Waking up those arms. Make sure your body's still in one long line. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it forward. All right, we're getting into a little arm circuit. So we're just gonna come down, sitting onto our glutes. Now bring the ring long in front of you. Draw the shoulders down the back. Now you're gonna do a little twist with the ring, find a squeeze, twist the ring, find a squeeze. Twist, squeeze, twist, squeeze. Warming those arms up. If you find this a little bit challenging, you can find a slight bend in those elbows. It'll help you get a better squeeze. For example, this ring is brand new, so she's real tight, real hard to squeeze. Keep flowing through this. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Now you're gonna bring the ring up overhead. Find a squeeze on that ring. Lift the arms up for tricep extension and then bring it back down. Exhale, tricep extension. Make sure you're squeezing the ring the entire time, but especially when it comes back behind that head. Make sure you're not arching to the back. Inhale as it comes down. Exhale as you go up. Relax the shoulders. I know it's easy to look like your shoulders are creeping up here, but just make sure that the shoulders are relaxed, the neck is relaxed. You're gonna hold it back in 3, 2, on 1. Hold behind your head, just squeeze into the ring, little squeezes. Squeeze, squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the ring up and then drop it down. All right, now we're gonna find ourselves in a kneeling position. Draw the shoulders down the back. Bring the ring in front of you. Take a lateral raise, bring it up, squeeze, bring it down. Exhale, bring it up, find the squeeze, and then bring it down. Squeeze. Inhale as the arms come down. Similar to that first move, if it's a little bit easier, you can find a slight bend in those arms, and that'll help you squeeze the ring a little bit harder. Do what works best for you and how your body's feeling today. Just make sure you're breathing through all of these movements. Hold the arms out long in 3, 2, on 1. Hold the arms out long, find the squeeze, and you're just gonna rotate those arms back and forth. Keeping the ring at that same height, and you're just finding that twist. Working into those rotator cuffs. You have 10 more seconds here. Keep those arms up. Find that press on the ring. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the arms out. Don't drop them down. Hold them out. Lift the arms up. Make sure you're still drawing the shoulders down the back, and then bring them back down. Lift the arms up, and then bring them back down. Again, make sure you're not arching to the back. You only have 5 more of these. I know the arms are starting to burn. You've got this. Draw the shoulders down the back. 3, 2, last one. Bring it up, and then bring the ring to the thighs with control. All right, now you're gonna bring the ring to the right hip, and just bring your left hand onto your hip as well. You're gonna find a little bit of bend with that arm, and then you're gonna squeeze, and then bring it out. Squeeze into the ring, and then bring it out. Inhale, release. Exhale, find that squeeze. In this position, it should be a little bit easier to find a really deep squeeze on that ring, so take advantage of that. See how much of an oval shape you can create with the ring. We're gonna switch sides in 3, 2, switching sides after this last one. So this time, bringing the ring over to the left hip. Right hand comes to the hip. Find that little bend in the arm. Might help to see this from the side. So it should look like this. So take an inhale to the nose, exhale to the mouth, squeeze on that ring. Inhale, bring it back out. Again, making sure here you're not arching to the back. Breathing through it. Hold the upper body upright. Make sure that you're drawing the shoulders down the back. Still relaxing. Couple more here. Really find that squeeze. Make that oval as much as possible with that circle. 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we just have a quick little side series to finish. So we're gonna come down to the left side. Prop yourself up on your left forearm. Bring your legs to a diagonal, knees stacked on top of each other. Now bring the ring right in front of those abdominals, and then with the right hand, you're just gonna press down into the ring the entire time. This will help you engage your core even more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, lift the leg up. Inhale, bring it back down. Exhale, lift the leg up, back parallel with the bottom leg. Find that squeeze in that glute. We don't have a band on it or anything, so you have to create that resistance for yourself. Make sure you're flexing through the top foot. Slow and controlled as you come up and down. Now you're finding that squeeze on that ring, but you're still relaxing the shoulder down the back. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. You're gonna hold it at the highest point in 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Take little pulses with the leg. Keep squeezing on that ring. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Your hips are not rocking here, keeping everything square to the front and stable. Hold the leg at the highest point in 3, 2, 1. Hold the leg up. Drive the knee into the chest, and then extend your leg long in line with the body. Drive it in. Extend long. Drive it in. Act like you're trying to kick something away that's super heavy. So you're finding that resistance for yourself. Make sure your foot is still flexed. Hold that leg out long in line with the body in 3, 2, on 1. Hold it here. Pulse it up. As you pulse, you're pulsing into that ring. Pulse, pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Set that leg back down and just pound it out through this side. Now we're going to switch sides. Since we were just pushing the ring with the right hand, just make sure your right shoulder might be feeling it a little bit. So as we come onto the right side, really make sure that you're intentionally pressing away from the mat. So instead of it looking like this, you want to stay nice and pressed up, even though I know that shoulder is probably already feeling fatigued, but we know exactly what's coming for us. This is a really short little side series to finish this workout. So press into the ring with the left hand, flex the left foot, inhale through the nose, exhale, lift that leg up, parallel with the bottom leg, inhale, drop it back down. Keep lifting that leg up to the highest point. Again, finding that resistance for yourself. Act like you have a band on and you're trying to resist it up and down with control. No momentum. You're gonna hold that leg up at the highest point in 3, 2, hold it up on 1. Find those pulses. From that highest point, you're pulsing that leg just a little bit higher. Again, staying sturdy through every other part of your body. That pulse is coming from that glute. You're engaging your obliques to keep everything squared off. Still pressing into that ring. You drive the knee into the chest in 3, 2, on 1. Drive the knee into the chest and extend your leg long in line with the body. Drive it in. Exhale, act like you're pushing something away with that foot. Something super heavy, so it's slow and controlled. Inhale as you bring it back in. Exhale as you bring it out. Y'all are absolutely killing this workout. Stay in it. You leave that leg long in line with the body in 3, 2, on 1. Hold it here. We're going to pulse into the ring as we pulse the leg up. Stay lifted through the right side. Squeeze, squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. You can pound it out through this side, and we are done with the work today. We'll just stretch it out. Hope you enjoyed the workout. It was honestly so hard today because this ring is brand new, so it has no give, which was a good challenge for me. Let's just come down onto our backs. Now extend your legs long onto the mat. Just first take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, bringing that heart rate down. And then you're gonna lift that right foot up and you're gonna feed it into the ring. Now just find a nice tug on that ring. A little tug, digging a little bit deeper into this hamstring stretch. And then you're gonna let go of that tug, but still find that tension, keep it still, and then just point and extend through your foot. So you're pointing the toe and then flexing, point and flex. And then bring your left hand on top of the ring and then twist your right leg over to the left side. Bring your right arm out and then look off into the right direction, taking a spinal twist. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And then bring the leg back center. This time your right hand's gonna go on top of the ring, and you're gonna bring your leg out to the right side, stretching the inner thighs. You can point and flex through your foot here to dig a little bit deeper into that stretch. And then bring the leg back center. Let's switch the legs out. This time the left foot goes onto the ring, right foot comes along onto the mat. Just relax that foot. And then find those little tugs on this side. Just digging deeper into that hamstring. Stretch. And then hold that tension, and then just point and flex through the left foot. And then you're gonna bring the right hand on top of the ring, twist it over, your left foot over to the right, extend that left arm out to the left, look over to the left, spinal twist, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Then bring the leg back center. This time the left hand goes on the ring. Bring it out to the side, inner thigh stretch. Again, you can point and flex with the foot here to deepen that stretch. And then bring the leg back center. Now let's sit it up, and we'll get rid of the ring for today. Just take a couple shoulder rolls to the back, just like we did in that warm-up. And on your next one, reverse it forward. And then draw the shoulders down the back, bring the head off to the right, circle it in one direction. And then when your head gets to the other side, let it hang there for a moment, and then circle it in the other direction. And then you can bring that head back center, and we are done. I hope you enjoyed the workout today. Thank you so much for moving with me.